Hello and welcome back to my channel. This channel is all about dealing with chronic illnesses in a realistic and positive way. In my case, it's mast cell activation syndrome and chronic migraines. People who are chronically ill often feel alone and not properly understood. This can be very stressful. For my part, I always have small successes in dealing with the symptoms, but also some setbacks. This often frustrates me and I wish I could have it quicker or easier. What helps me on difficult days with lots of symptoms are people who encourage me. That's what this channel is for. I don't want to create toxic positivity here, nor do I want to pretend that being chronically ill is totally easy. Quite the opposite. I want to tell you today that you are not alone and that the problems you have cannot simply be minimized when you are chronically ill. I want to give you hope and show you that together we can make a bad time a few % better if we know that we are not alone with the issues. Let us take a short break to enjoy those beautiful pancakes with blueberries and vanilla cream. They were very delicious and ultra satiating. So, if you're feeling particularly bad today, as I have some days too, I'm hugging you and wishing you find a place where it's perfectly okay to feel that way sometimes. I am a person who likes to try out lots of things. I like to be creative and have already accomplished a lot of creative ideas in my life, both professionally and privately. At the same time, I feel weak and unable to cope on many days of the month. This often gives me the feeling that I don't have the right to live out my ideas on my good days. Maybe you know that feeling? I'm currently working on this with my coach Sarah, who helps me to try out and pursue my wishes and goals despite my limitations. Setbacks are completely normal and nothing we should condemn ourselves for. When it comes to cooking and eating, it's also important to me that I try out lots of things. I like it when every meal is slightly different. This is very important when I have a small list of foods. The consistency, appearance, balance and shape of the food play an important role. That's why we see our kitchen as a kind of experimental workshop. If too many new things happen at once, my body can react strongly to them. So my tip to you, and above all to myself: Rome wasn't built in a day. Changes should happen gradually. My nutritionist recommended that I try new foods individually in small quantities and then not add anything new for at least 3 days in order to be able to correctly assign the symptoms. On that night we craved some chicken with zucchini, paprika and potato wedges. It is easy to use the air fryer for dishes like this because with histamine intolerance or any issues with histamine, it is better to cook things faster. Histamine is formed during the maturing of certain foods, and slow roasting, braising and cooking also increase the histamine content. This is why it is particularly important to process meat, fish and all animal proteins quickly. I would like to make one more point. I'm only talking about my personal experience and opinions here. I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist. Please always pay attention to your personal tolerances. What I tolerate does not necessarily have to be what you tolerate well. Finally, I treated myself to one of the few ready-made things that I can currently tolerate, a coconut cranberry bar. It is low in fructose and histamine, and very yummy. I hope you liked this video. If so, please subscribe and give me a like. See you next time.